Do you know what foods you should avoid to prevent cancer? It's a question we all want the answer to. As we navigate our way through the vast world of nutrition, it's crucial to understand that our diet plays a significant role in our overall health, including cancer prevention. The food we consume can either boost our body's defenses or, unfortunately, increase our risk of developing this life-altering disease. Certain foods, indeed, harbor properties that can potentially contribute to cancer. These are not the usual suspects you might imagine. They are common, everyday items that could be lurking in your pantry or fridge right now. It's not all doom and gloom, though. Knowledge is power, and by identifying these culprits, we can make better, healthier choices. Substitutes exist that not only meet our taste buds' approval, but also strengthen our body's defenses against cancer. Stay with us as we explore the top 7 foods you should avoid to keep cancer at bay. First on our list is processed meats. These include products like hot dogs, bacon, and lunch meats, which are often a go-to for quick, convenient meals. But here's the rub. Consuming processed meats has been linked to an increased risk of various types of cancer. One particularly strong connection has been found with colorectal cancer. So what makes processed meats a potential health hazard? Well, it's primarily due to the harmful preservatives they contain. Many processed meats are preserved using nitrates or nitrites. These substances can react with certain components in the meat, forming carcinogenic compounds known as nitrosamines. In addition to these preservatives, processed meats also tend to be high in salt. Excessive salt intake is not just bad for your blood pressure, it can also increase the risk of stomach cancer. This is because a diet high in salt can damage the stomach lining, leading to inflammation and, over time, potentially cancer. Here's the good news, though. You don't have to completely rule out meat from your diet. Instead, consider lean proteins like chicken, turkey, or fish. Not only are these options generally lower in harmful preservatives and salt, but they're also packed with essential nutrients. They can be just as convenient and versatile as processed meats, making them an easy and healthier swap. Instead of processed meats, opt for lean proteins like chicken, turkey, or fish. This simple switch could make a significant difference in your long-term health. Next up are sugary drinks. These sweet sips might taste delightful, but their impacts on your health are far from it. Sugary drinks are often loaded with an excessive amount of sugar and possess little to no nutritional value. This can lead to a myriad of health issues, one of them being obesity. Now you might be wondering, what does obesity have to do with cancer? Quite a lot, actually. Obesity is a significant risk factor for several types of cancer, including breast, colon, kidney, and esophageal cancer. The connection between obesity and these cancers is a result of chronic inflammation and hormonal imbalances that come with excess weight. So, what can you do to reduce this risk? The answer is simple. Swap out sugary drinks for healthier alternatives. Water, herbal tea, or freshly squeezed juices are all excellent choices that can quench your thirst without the added sugar. Swap out sugary drinks for water, herbal tea, or freshly squeezed juices. Our third food to avoid is in fact a drink, alcohol. Now, it's not that a glass of wine at dinner is going to immediately lead to cancer, but regular and excessive alcohol consumption has been linked to an increased risk of several types of cancer. The culprits are breast cancer and liver cancer, but also mouth, throat, and esophageal cancers. Here's why. When alcohol breaks down in our bodies, it turns into a toxic chemical called acetaldehyde. This chemical can damage DNA and proteins, leading to cell mutations that potentially develop into cancer. Furthermore, alcohol can impair the body's ability to break down and absorb a variety of nutrients associated with cancer risk, like vitamin A, nutrients in the vitamin B complex, vitamin C, and more. So what's the bottom line? Moderation is key. It's not about completely eliminating alcohol, but rather limiting consumption. And when you do choose to imbibe, consider alcohol-free alternatives. They can be a healthier choice. Limit alcohol consumption, or choose alcohol-free alternatives for a healthier choice. Moving on, we have fried, grilled, and broiled foods. Now, who doesn't love a good barbecue or a batch of crispy fries? But here's the thing. High-temperature cooking methods like these can produce harmful compounds. These compounds, known as heterocyclic amines and polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, are formed when meats are cooked at high temperatures. They have been linked to various types of cancer, including those of the stomach, colon, and pancreas. Now, don't let this information take the sizzle out of your steak. There's a silver lining here. You can still enjoy your favorite foods, but with a little tweak in the cooking method. Instead of frying, grilling, or broiling, try steaming, boiling, or baking your foods. These methods use lower temperatures, reducing the formation of these harmful compounds, so you can still enjoy delicious meals without the extra side of risk. Instead, try steaming, boiling, or baking your foods. Next, we have refined carbohydrates. When we talk about refined carbohydrates, we're referring to foods like white bread, pasta, and pastries. They're a staple in many diets, but these foods undergo a process that strips them of their natural fiber and nutrients. What's left is a product that's easy to overeat and hard to digest. Now, you might be wondering, what's the big deal? Well, these characteristics make refined carbohydrates a fast track to weight gain and obesity, which are serious risk factors for cancer. And that's not all. The rapid spikes and crashes in blood sugar levels that these foods cause can lead to insulin resistance and ultimately diabetes. This condition is another critical player in the onset of various types of cancer. It's also worth noting that the lack of fiber in refined carbohydrates is a missed opportunity for your health. Fiber is not only crucial for maintaining a healthy digestive system, but it also helps you feel full and satisfied, preventing overeating. Additionally, it's been shown to play a significant role in reducing the risk of several forms of cancer. So, what should we be eating instead? The answer is whole grains and other complex carbohydrates. These foods are packed with fiber and essential nutrients, and they're processed by the body more slowly, preventing those harmful spikes in blood sugar. Choose whole grains and other complex carbohydrates for a healthier choice. Our penultimate food to avoid is trans fats. Now, what's the deal with these? Well, trans fats are a form of unsaturated fat associated with a range of health issues, including an increased risk of several types of cancer. These fats are often found lurking in some of our favorite comfort foods, processed foods, and baked goods. Trans fats are sneaky. They can increase your bad cholesterol levels while lowering your good cholesterol. This double whammy can lead to heart disease, stroke, and yes, even cancer. Certain studies have linked trans fats to breast and prostate cancer, among others. So how can we avoid them? It's simpler than you might think. Start by checking food labels. If you see the term partially hydrogenated oils, that's code for trans fats. By cutting out these foods, you take a significant step towards a healthier and possibly longer life. So remember, avoid foods with partially hydrogenated oils on the ingredient list. Finally, we have reached the end of our list. Let's take a moment to reflect on what we've discussed today. We explored 7 types of foods that are best to avoid for cancer prevention. Each of these food types, from processed meats to trans fats, has been linked to an increased risk of developing certain types of cancer. Processed meats, like bacon, hot dogs, and sausages, often contain harmful chemicals that can damage our DNA and lead to cancer. Instead, opt for lean, organic meats that are rich in protein and nutrients. Sugary drinks, laden with high fructose corn syrup, can lead to obesity, a known risk factor for various types of cancer. Quench your thirst with water, herbal tea, or freshly squeezed juices instead. Alcohol, while it may seem harmless in moderation, can actually increase the risk of several types of cancer, especially when consumed in excess. If you choose to drink, do so in moderation and consider non-alcoholic alternatives. Fried, grilled, and broiled foods, particularly meats, can produce carcinogens. Opt for healthier cooking methods like steaming, boiling, or baking. Refined carbohydrates, like white bread and pasta, can spike blood sugar levels and lead to inflammation, both of which can promote cancer growth. Choose whole grain alternatives, which are high in fiber and can help regulate your blood sugar. Trans fats, often found in processed foods, can increase harmful LDL cholesterol and lower beneficial HDL cholesterol, leading to heart disease and potentially cancer. Look for foods with natural fats, like avocados and nuts. Remember, it's not about completely eliminating these foods, but rather making more informed choices about what we put into our bodies. A balanced, nutritious diet is key to not only cancer prevention, but also overall health and well-being. Remember, what you eat can significantly impact your health. Choose wisely for a healthier, cancer-free life.